marketing page. So where do I sign in?
You're already signed in.
You're signed in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if you can see the Profound website, you're in.
Okay. Here.
Let's see, who else we got? Darlene, Gay, Maureen, good.
Hi.
Hey, Maureen.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. Wednesdays at 10 have not been a good time. Today is.
All right, so a couple things I just wanted to point out. If you have not, we've got some content that's not available to the public. It's only available to Profound clients. So right now, if you click into the blog, you'll see WordPress Basics 2, WordPress Basics, well, this is number 1. Keyword research class, this is a really good one if you really want to get serious about search engine optimization. And SEO Basics, another great class. Does everybody know their password? If you're not, I'm going to resend them out at the end of this, by the end of the day today, if you don't have your custom password, because they're all password protected. So you have
That would be helpful.
That would be helpful.
You need the pass, yeah. See, once you're in, you can see the videos. So these are the members only classes. And these are, Dale Stauffer taught these. These are really great, if you want to learn SEO. So the other thing is, if you need help, the best thing to do is to click on the support ticket, because it goes to more than one person. So if you're stuck on a Saturday night, you have a better chance of someone getting back to you, which is probably me, because I have a newborn. I don't go anywhere anymore. Okay, so today we're gonna do a quick menu tutorial, and then the rest of it's just going to be questions and answers. So I get a lot of questions about how do I want to add I just added a new page, but I don't see it show up, or how do I get a drop down like this. So we're going to cover that to probably take 10 minutes, and then I'm going to leave the rest of the time up to whatever you want to talk about. I'll see if I can answer your questions. So, all right, let's go into the dashboard. I have this open. Actually, let me just refresh this. All right, so that's that little drop down. It's gone. So right now, this is a test website I use for doing exactly what we're doing today. So if I want to add a new page. I'm going to mute everyone. Just if you have a question, I'll mute it in a minute. So let's say we want to add a new property tab here. So how do we do that? So you need to you need to log into your website, and so when you log into WordPress, you're going to see this screen. Eventually. I think when I run GoToMeeting, it just makes my computer really slow. Okay, this is the dashboard. So the first thing you need to do when you want to add a new tab is you have to create a new page for what you want that tab to be. So I had previously gone in and created just a test page I called it Scott's page. And if we look on There's Scott's page. If we look on the menu, there is no Scott's page on here. So how do we add that to the menu? So if you don't know how to add a page, you just come up here, click Add New. This actually enter the title. That's actually, well, let's just do a test one. I'll show you. Might as well just do it live. I'll just call it test button, and I'm going to put some dummy text in there. And you'll probably never do this. This is web designer geek stuff. And I'm not going to do anything else for now. I'm going to publish it. Again, this is a new page, so let's publish the page. So I should be able to come over to the site. Let's refresh, and my new button should show up. And it's not there. Uh-oh, now what? Now I can see if I go into Pages, there's the test button, but it's not here. So how do we add it? Okay, so we need to add the button, we need to go into WordPress menus. And it's on the Appearance button. You go down to Menus, click on Menus, and I need to add it to this menu here. These have all been set up for you, so you don't have to make a new one. So I want to add the test button. I'm going to check it. I'm going to add it, and I need to click Add to Menu, and it'll show up down here in the bottom. So when I refresh now, I got to save it. Now when I refresh, I'll see Test button right next to Contact Us right here. But I don't want it there, so how do I move it? Well, very easy. I can just drag it to where I want it. Now it's going to be over here. Test button. Okay, great. What about a drop down? Because you can see I'm running out of real estate up here. No pun intended. So now we have to go to drop down menus. All right, well how do we do that? All right, let's add, there's a test page I made. I just called it Scott's page, no particular reason. So now it's there. Let's save it. Refresh. I should have just. So I just messed up my menu because I added too many elements, so it pushed my slider image off to the right. All right, well, I didn't really want it there anyway. I wanted it to be as a drop down under, let's put Scott's page under test button. So right now, if I do it like this, even with the site here, it's going to be just a button. If I move it over, which I can just drag it, now that means it's a drop down. So let's save that. Refresh. It's going to pull my slider back. Now when I hover over test button, I can see Scott's page. Pretty easy, right? Now to do what I just did in computer code land, just even a year and a half ago, that would have taken hours. So you used to have to hand code that. So that's a really cool feature that will save you a lot of time. So any questions about what I just did?
No.
All right. What else? So now that was just a real quick tutorial. Now I want to open the floor up. I'll stay as long as you want, answer questions about anything you wanted to know about. And not all at the same time.
Can you add like an email a friend on, let's say if you see a search for Armless, because obviously I'm in real estate, this is Mary. Can you add an email a friend onto the IDX or not? Like if you're searching on your website, for example, and you put in the search between a certain value, and it gives you a number of properties, then can you take that, search for homes, can you take one of those that comes up in the IDX and can you email it? Let's say there's one specific property in here, that grand staircase, that you'd like to email to a friend. Can you do that? Or how do you do it?
So you want to be able to email this property to somebody?
Yeah.
Or if you're a user?
Right, if you're a user. Let's say you want to email your sister or family or whatever and say, what do you think, you know?
Right now we don't have that. I mean, that's a feature that's coming.
Okay.
We don't
Okay.
have, we don't have that yet, unfortunately.
Okay.
We're adding new
Okay.
stuff all the time. It's just
Yeah, just asking.
so not yet. I think that's definitely something that we want to have on there.
Okay, can you cut and paste the link and put it in a separate email for now if it's something you really want to do?
Yeah, you can just come up here. Like if I take this, I'm gonna control C. Well, let me back up. So if you want, I'm on a PC, so if you want to grab this Control A, Control C, if I want to open up a new tab, Control T, Control V, paste, enter. It'll pull up that site again. That particular property.
Do you all know all those shortcuts?
No.
Nope.
Control A is for select all, and so it's just a shortcut instead of having to go click on it to select all. And Control C is copy, and then Control T is for a new tab, and then Control V is paste. But you can also copy that link, paste it into an email, and email it if you'd like.
So I still
So
have
that's
it.
a quick way to do it.
I still have it saved. That's the link to.
It just put the Control C puts it in your clipboard on your machine, so it's on your clipboard.
Okay.
And if you're on a Mac, it's Command A for select all, Command C, copy whatever's selected, and then Command V for paste.
Thank you.
That
You're
B
welcome.
or V is in Victor?
V is in Victor for paste.
Yeah, they're all designed to be on your left hand, really quick, easy shortcuts.
What's in between Control C and V?
Well, it's Control A selects everything that you want to select,
Right.
or most people just drag over what they want to select. Like if I try to do Command A, it's going to select everything. Well, I don't want that. Like if I know everything is in one place, like here, I know that everything in here is what I want to select. There's nothing else. But Command A, if I just want this title here, isn't going to work. So this you just kind of
Okay, so
you hold down the left button on your PC mouse, and then you can right click, copy, and then you can actually, let me open up a little text file. If you want to paste it, and that's another way to do it. Or you can just do Command A, Command C, Command V. I still have it there. I can Command V as much as I want.
Thank you.
All right. Next question. I know you have them.
James, on to the next thing.
I have a question somebody else does, but I don't want to be a hog.
No,
so,
go ahead.
You know,
Go for it.
okay. Under the Just Sold tab, it's like problematic for Dale to really like to do it monthly. Can I learn how to do that myself, or?
You're talking about the Home Sold
do I
tab
need, like,
here?
Word or Excel? Yes, because I sent him the December solds on the December 30th, but I know that he doesn't want to do this but every couple months, and I really need it like every month, and I'm willing to do it myself, but I just need to learn how to do it.
Oh, so I see. You're putting in.
It's approximately 20 to 35 a month.
So are you putting these? Is this a spreadsheet, or how is this information going in?
Well, I have a spreadsheet on Excel, and I have also a Word document in DOCX, right?
Word doc. Okay.
I don't know. Maybe a Word doc is easier. I'm not sure.
It's fine. Yeah, no. As long as it goes in the way you want it here. So basically, what you need to do So you have a home sold page, right?
Right.
Okay, so how you let's I'm gonna do this. I'm just gonna kind of make it up in my little test theme on how we could do that. Oop. Okay, so let me see, what do I have here? So basically, you're doing two things. One is you're adding a link to the homes sold page, and that link is going to another page called, well, let's just, in this instance, September 2001. So let's just do a pretend one
Okay.
on my test.
My screen is black. Oh, sorry. Never mind. Sorry.
Okay, so let's just say we've got, let's see, do I still have the test? All right, so let's just do it on test button. Let's pretend test button is this
Okay,
home
sure.
sold page.
Okay.
So let's go over to, I'm going to go over to my page. Well, the first thing I need to do is add a new page.
Okay.
The night open house class is now beginning.
And I'm just going to call this results page.
Okay.
Yeah, it's slow. Yeah, when I go to meeting, it just takes up a ton of resources. Results page. So let's just again, I'm gonna put some. This is the results that you're pasting in from your Word doc with all the solds on it. Okay.
Right.
We'll just call this results page for December. So I'm going to publish this.
Where do you publish it? Where's that button? If you don't mind.
It's right here.
It's on the bottom right-hand corner.
Oh, okay. Oh, I got you. Okay, so update. Okay.
Update.
Well, it says publish until you publish it, and then it says update for everything thereafter.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, just look for the publish tab.
Okay, thank you.
He's a typical programmer. He's fast at the mouse.
Yeah.
So now let's view the page. And what I want to do with this is let's save this link. So I'm going to put that into a little notepad file so I can copy it for later.
Is that same Control A and all of that?
Yep.
Okay.
And you can copy this. I'm just using Notepad. You can use Word. You can put it in an email, whatever you want. I don't really care. That doesn't matter.
Okay. All right.
Because I'm not going to save that. Okay, that's the results page December. Okay, so now, where am I? Oh, results page. I've got to go back. So now we said we're going to use that landing page. We're making up that the home sold button is the test page. Or the test button, I'm sorry. So let's go to test button. So I'm going to go to pages.
Okay.
And I'm going to go to test button. So I've got all this gobbledygook. So I'm going to delete some of this. So now I want to do December 2011 sold history. Now I'm going to highlight it because I want to make it a link. So I'm going to highlight it, left click over, and then you can see I've got this. When I hover over it, insert link. Now when it's not highlighted, you can see it's grayed out. So to make this hot or live, you have to hover over and see how it just changed.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to go back over to my notepad file. I'm just going to slide over, Control C or copy, or I could even do right click, copy. And I'm going to Control V or paste that into this link. This is actually creating the hyperlink. So I'm just going to call this, you always want to put a title in, December Sun City sold 2011. All right, add link. Now I need to update it because I want to save that or on the publish. So now I'm going to come back to here. I need to refresh to bring in the new data that we just did. And I'm going to click on test button. And there's my December 2011 sold link.
Okay.
If I click on that, this brings me to that results page December that I made.
Okay.
That's the same. What I just did is the same as what this is. So you've got the main landing page, and then it's going out to, this is a different page, the September 2011 Sun City Grand Home Sales. That's how you do that.
Okay.
Meredith, this is a really nice web page. The colors are great. Love the picture at the top. Very nice.
Thanks. I'm real happy with it. Thank you. You guys did a good job. Thank you.
All right. Next question.
Dave?
Yeah.
Good morning, this is Scott. How are you?
Good.
Question based on the social media, the bar or banner on the left side.
Here.
Actually, we just had it up on the screen. Back up one. Right there. See it?
Yep.
Where's that widget? How do we get that widget?
This is called Dig Dig.
Dig Dig.
Dig
Okay,
Dig
I'll search that.
and Dig Dig is, let's see. It's this one right here. So how you can adjust that is, let me log into Profound here. You'll have a little button on the side . On the side of the admin panel called Dig Dig. And you want to go into, we typically use the floating display.
Okay.
And why do you do that, just out of curiosity?
Why do I use this?
Why do you use the floating display as opposed to the others?
Because I like that it doesn't take up any room on the website, it's outside. See, when it's over here, it doesn't mess, like I've made a design, I don't have to worry about this being somewhere inside these elements messing up how my website's going to look. So it just floats out here, and I don't have to worry about it messing up anything.
Good, thanks for answering that.
So then you can just come in here and pick which, do you want Google Plus? I use the Ajax floating. You know, which ones do I want to show? Well, maybe I want Reddit. Actually, Reddit's a good one. So you can pick which social media channels you want to have available. So now I just added Reddit. Let's see if it let's refresh. And there it is here. That's Reddit. Now, what is the value of having people click on these? Does anyone know? So how, I'll just say Google, but you know, one of the factors that Google looks at in valuing your page and where they show up in the search engine is, do people actually value the page? So what we call these, this is Google Plus, we call these ranking signals. This is a signal to Google that this page is important, and the more plus ones that you have, it just gives you a better chance in being higher in the search engines. So how many do you need? Who knows? I mean, that's something Google keeps under lock and key, but having people share your website and clicking on these is a good thing. So we want to have as many people as possible do that. So I mean, plus I can see quickly, how are people, do people like this page? Like I know a lot of people come into our front page. I can see 46 people have shared it on Facebook. 46 people liked it. Even on LinkedIn, 14 people have shared it on LinkedIn. So that's why you want to do that.
Can you do it yourself, or does it absolutely have to be someone else?
You can do your own, but the more that you have, the better. I mean, I always plus one my own stuff. I mean, Google doesn't necessarily know that I own the website.
Okay, thank you.
Dave, I have a question.
Yes.
Based on the dig and an iPad, with the aspect of the iPad being an older aspect versus today's laptops or desktop monitors, will that get cut off?
The iPad has its own issues. It doesn't look at Flash. It doesn't handle JavaScript very well. So I think digs in JavaScript. I don't believe that it shows up on an iPad.
Okay.
Android device, yes, but that's you can thank Apple for some of those iPad issues.
Okay.
So,
I was curious.
I mean, these strategies are never perfect. It just you just have to do your best sometimes. All right.
I'm good.
Moving on. Next question.
So I have a question, since nobody's speaking.
All right.
Did we lose him?
No, I'm here. I'm sorry. There was a little bit of background noise, and I heard somebody's phone going off, so I wasn't sure. The question I have for you is, we can actually create our own page, and on the page itself, put a chart and record as many videos as we want, and cut and paste those links from YouTube into the text boxes within the chart, correct?
Now, when you say the chart, I'm not sure what you're referring to, but like you can take.
So,
yeah, go ahead.
no, just create a new page once.
All right. Okay. What do you want me to?
Okay, next styles, if you go to styles and you go over maybe two icons, you'll see the chart.
Here?
Yes, no, not down, over to the right.
Here?
Yeah, insert a new table.
Oh, a table. Okay.
I used the wrong verbiage. So if we created a new table, within the actual text area of the table, we could cut and paste the YouTube codes.
Right into the table?
Correct?
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then we can have a whole page full of videos, correct?
Correct. Yep. So there's a table. That's a
You can make
table.
them as big as you need them to.
What's that? Yeah, so I can
Yeah,
put.
an embedded code.
Yeah, so if I come over, let's go to YouTube. let's do video manager. And let's do this. Let's share or embed. Let's make it really small. Let's make it 250 by 157. So I'm going to come back here, click on it, Control A, Control C. We need to be in HTML, because if we drop that YouTube code in the visual, all you're going to see is the code. So when you're dropping video into a table, it goes between the TD. Control V. Let's just do it again. Control V. Control V. Control V. Now the TD is it's just part. You'll probably never do this, Scott. A few people still do it like this, and it's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, wait a minute.
It didn't save it.
Didn't save it. I'm just going to do 2. So let's view the page. What is this? That's interesting. I mean, it should work.
Did you save it again? I didn't see you save it.
Oh, you know what? Let's see, table width. Let's make it 600. Let's put that in here. I think I was creating an error without knowing it. Huh. Let's update.
Do you need a page title to get it to do that?
You probably do. Well, actually no, because it's giving it right here. This is giving it its extension or its subdomain /323. But let's update that. All right, now let's view the page. All right, that's working.
So what did changing it to 600 do?
Well, it was originally 484 pixels wide, and I pulled the videos out of YouTube at 250 wide, so it was too wide. It wouldn't fit. Because see it right here, the width was 250.
Yeah.
Let's put it in again. Let's see what that. I'm just curious to see what that looks like.
So you're saying doing 250 across when you were asking for less than 600 at the top,
Yep, that's what the problem was.
jammed it up. Good to know. I love that you're willing to make mistakes, Dave.
Thanks, Gay. I'm going to put you on mute.
Tyler.
I'm going to put you on mute now.
I won't put like on your Google page.
You're just hurting yourself. All right, so if you this is a video. If you have a BMW and need to change the headlight, you can watch my video I made because you'll kill yourself trying to figure it out. So
The next question I have for you is you would have to put a title in the visual? Because, I mean, all these are sitting as naked YouTube videos now, if you want to actually put a title in the chart, it would have to go either above or below, and you create that by adding another line in the chart area.
Yeah, you can.
And visual it.
Yeah, I can just come in here and type test title, and that should come in here. You wouldn't want to make another line for that because it's. Look, yeah, when I put that in, it deleted all my embed code.
What if you leave that in and then under the second TD down at the bottom put the videos, then you'd have the title of the video, right?
Well, if I here I can do this. Test 1, test 2.
I'm hearing lots of noise. What's going on?
Not over here.
Not here.
And yeah, there we go. Test 1, test 2.
Did that help everyone? Is anyone else doing videos? Because it's really a
I have a
Google thing.
question. Can you do this on a blog post as well, other than a table? Like
Yeah.
if you're making posts?
Posts and pages, it'll work. It'll work the same.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Moving on. Next question. Don't be shy.
How do you check the analytics to see, what Google's doing with baby website?
We will need to. We have an analytics account for you. We will just need to set up a. It's like a guest account, so you can go in and look at it.
Okay.
So that's something we'll have to set up.
Do I need to send you an email?
Yeah, if you can do it on the support ticket, that'd be great.
Okay, sure. Thank you.
Good question. All right, next.
Dave, do you want to talk about that image widget? Did you look at it? I've used it now 3 times on my website. It's pretty handy.
The image widget. I'm not sure I'm familiar with it. So we'll take a look at your website.
Okay.
Scott, this is Scott's website. And what are we looking at?
Well, if you look at the January offer, the tipping the scales, those are all, I didn't need to use HTML to get those in there. I just actually I went into the widget search and I typed in image widget. And all you have to do is after you bring it in, to drag and drop into the widget menu in this area, as you see.
Okay.
You upload an image, you can size it, you call it what it is. You can actually link it. So if you click on one of those, click on that one. It'll allow you to add, link to a different image or a different page. I installed it, got it going like this. There's a free report in 10 minutes. I don't know anything about HTML writing. So it's a pretty handy widget.
All right, so let's go into.
It's that widget area.
It's a plugin. Right, you had to install a plugin first, right?
Yep, and just click in Add New.
All right, so I'm going to back up again. So if you want to add a new plugin, we actually, if you're not sure what you're doing with this, don't do it. Just call us because you don't want to install every plugin unless sometimes, there are malicious plugins out there, so just before you do it, just call us. Okay, so you come down to plugins, add new, and what's it called, Scott?
It's called image widget.
So I'm going to type image widget in the plugin search and see if I can find it. I've never done this one before. So this must be it, image widget, right?
Yep, that's it.
So I'm going to install it. Now I have to activate it. So the plugin where has been due to an error plugin. All right, that's fine. Okay, so now to see that widget, I need to go into Appearance. The widgets are in Appearance, and I want it to go on my primary sidebar. So you're saying, again, I'm doing
right to your right. It's right to your right.
Oh, here it is. I'm just going to drop this in here, and I can add the image right, looks like on the fly. I'm just going to pick one. How about that? What size should I use, Scott?
Well, you can start out with medium.
Will it resize it?
You can resize it. It'll allow you to do that.
Okay. Oh, so it's going to show me what's going to show. All right. Click
Put a
here.
caption underneath it. You can put the title up on top.
There's the
And if you
title.
drop down, you can
And here's-
you can resize the width. Now you can stay in the same window. You can link it right where you are. You can link it to a PDF or someone else, or a different web page.
So I'm going to open it up in a new window, just for fun. Alternate text. All right, let's save it. That's pretty interesting, Scott. I like that. All right, so now let's refresh this page. And I should see that down here. It's too big, but I can click on it. I linked it to Profound. Ah, nice. All right, let's go back.
Simple.
So it's too wide. So let's go back and adjust it. So let's make it 180.
270.
Or
270 will work.
nice.
So what I did this morning before it was 10:02, I actually, if you go back to my website, and if you scroll down, see the Greater Phoenix Stat Report?
Yeah.
I call Armless. We can use that if we use it in its entirety, and it gives the monthly stats based on December.
Nice.
So I did that in 10 minutes.
Very cool. Yeah. No, it's a nice plugin.
Just an FYI. It's pretty simple.
Good. Good to know. I like that.
I don't know if it'll work with, I think it's just for images. I don't think you could put any YouTube code or anything else like that.
No, because when you,
It's in bar.
yeah, it's asking you for, yeah, you're just for an image, not a, yeah, it's not going to handle code. That's pretty good though. I like that.
Well, there, I feel like a good student today. Did I get an A?
I don't know. You just help your competition. So.
I really like that.
That's okay.
Can we review it? Can we review it? Or?
I like helping people, so that's fine.
Yeah, I like that.
It's probably, that's good. And then, if you're good with an image editor, you can actually put some copy on top of here. And, dress up the image a little bit more. So, cool. Thanks, Scott.
You're welcome. So, Abe, the other day you asked me you made a request on an image. You called it a PSD.
Yes.
What is that? Maybe we all can learn. What is a PSD?
What is a PSD? All right, let me pull up Photoshop. I'll show you what a PSD file looks like.
Because the image I gave you, I actually edited and created it in Snagit, the software that I use.
Did you say Maggot was the software name?
Snagit.
No, Snag.
Oh.
All right, so let's. All right, here comes Photoshop. Very exciting. So let's open recent. So basically a PSD file, it's a layered file, which will make more sense in a second. This just looks like an image, right? Except I have different layers, like all these, like the Liberty One logo, this thing here, this text, everything up, this text, this logo here. On a layered file, I can play around with it, so I can take things off. If I want to come in and change, if I want this over here, I can move things around. So it just, to a web designer, a lot of people ask for a layered file because if they need to, let's say this address changed. I still want to use this image. If it's not a layered file, I have to make a whole new image. That might take me an hour. Versus 3 minutes, I can just come in and change this. So that's what a PSD is. It's just if you hear someone say layered file, this is just what a layered file looks like. So it's kind of cool.
There you go. So it's just another save option versus JPEG, PDF. Another one is that particular acronym.
Yeah, PSD is always good to have if you have that option. Again, if you want to go back and make changes, when you have a flat file, which looks like this. See, actually, when I made this, I had 3 different images, but there's no layers. This is the image. I can't change it. So it just gives you more. If you want to go back later, it just saves you time.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Very good. I can take one more. I've got a meeting at 11 I got to get ready for, but there's one more question. I'll be happy to answer it.
What's that? PST as in Tom or PSD as in dog?
P as in Paul.
Yeah, but S as in Sam.
Sam,
T
D as in
Tom?
dog.
Dog. Thank you. Thank you.
And if we did do an image editing class. I don't know if anyone would be interested in that. There are free tools. There's actually I call it poor man's Photoshop. It's Pixlr, pixlr.com I use if I'm lazy. You can open the photo editor and it's kind of a watered down Photoshop, but it's still pretty good. You know, if you want to come in and let's see.
I know that guy.
You know him?
That's Braskin.
So I can come in and add. You can come in and oop. Anyway, but that's just some of the things you can do with an image editor. So I don't know if you think you might want to, I can do a class on just doing, you know, some image editing.
I'd like that.
I would do it.
Anyway, so the program I pulled up is expensive. This is probably good enough, and it's free. You can fix if you have photo, like if you ever take photos that have the red eye, you can take them out with this. So anyway.
Can you save this one as a layered file as well, or not?
Yes. So file, save. I don't. You know what? You might not have that.
PXD. There it is. It says PXD at the bottom.
A layered pixel. Okay, so this is not going to work in Photoshop. It'll work in Pixlr, but if that's what you're using, it's not a big deal. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it won't save it as a PSD, but it'll save it as a file for this program. Well, maybe, do you guys want to do that next week?
Sure.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
All right. So I use this one. I use Pixlr. There's another one I use called Picnic. So if you want to start just playing around with them now. Well, let's do this. Tools, I can... This is another free photo editor. Photoshop can be expensive. Although if you have a Mac, does anybody have a Mac? Macintosh has a really sweet editing program. It's like $30. Pixel, I think it's called Pixelmator. Anyway, this is the image editor. Again, I can cut out, you know, if I just want to cut out something. There's the image. Anyway, there's just all kinds of things you can do. Anyway. Have a ball. Nah, it's pretty cool. All right, guys, I got another appointment I got to run to. Thank you. I'm gonna. This is an hour. It's gonna take a while to crunch this, so it might take me longer to get it up, but it'll be up by tomorrow.
Thank you.
All right, thanks, guys.
Thanks,
very
Dave.
much.